Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some pretty big news when it comes to PlayStation, Bungie, and a lot of really kind of crazy, almost game-changing news that is ongoing as of today. Now, in case you guys do or do not know, basically when it comes to having these big companies, there is legal battles up the wazoo. We're talking about the legal battle with Xbox and PlayStation and everything else earlier on today, but this one is actually more of an intriguing one, because Destiny, as of right now, which is a Sony game, a PlayStation-owned, whatever, type game where they've been in a lot of really big lawsuits and more so involved in their individual community. So some of this is in regards of like selling cheats, selling hacks, selling accounts, and as well some people are also like literally stealing assets and trying to resell them, reuse them on YouTube videos, and everything in between. And, well, it's not been so nice because Destiny has basically been in like multiple different lawsuits ongoing. But right now, there's been a really big news where there's now been a win for one of these big Destiny, lawsuits, and there's a lot of big stuff that might actually be changing in some of the precedences that are actually being set up in the games themselves. So let's go talk about this. Let's talk a little bit about Atomic Heart 2 as well. If any of you guys have actually checked out that game, leave a comment down below in the chat itself. And as well, let's go and dive on into it. Make sure you guys follow the Twitch stream. Make sure you guys are sub. Got that Twitter and Target and Amazon links all down below. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place. So very first and foremost, in case you guys did go and miss this, when it comes to this, Destiny, as I mentioned, has been in a bunch of different lawsuits, but right now, they've been engaged with a $4.3 million anti-cheating lawsuit based on people going to go and make and custom develop, and then also try to go and sell and make money off of it from them going and cheating in games like Destiny. So basically the Bungie IP, Destiny, etc., etc. So people who do like trials, people who do normal like PvP, or even some folks even for the PvE sections. I think there's even been rumors throughout the years of people then trying to go and cheat whenever a brand new day one raid comes out, and all this type of stuff. Like it's also people selling accounts, buying accounts, people who have like good god rolls on certain drops, and people who grind the game a lot and have certain like, transmogs or aesthetics. Basically just a lot of things involved in the game itself that Bungie does not want people selling or utilizing or obviously wanting people to go and cheat. Now, Bungie's actually been in the news quite a bit recently because it does kind of seem like they're trying to take a stand for more so the gaming community. So right now, Bungie is basically suing Destiny cheat engines. They actually just won a brand new anti-cheating lawsuit, and as well, there's just a lot of stuff going on when it comes to Bungie. So Bungie has now achieved a legal victory in its attempt to stop Destiny 2 cheat sellers, as a judge has now officially ruled that cheat maker Aim Junkies violated Bungie's copyright through the creation of its aimbots, reported by Eurogamer, and then Bungie has now, from this big deal, has won $4.4 million in damages, and then also had the legal fees also replaced. Now, if you guys don't know necessarily, I'm sure you guys do, aimbots and like these wall hacks and all this type of stuff are basically just things you put into games. I'm sure most of you guys watch this video know what that is, where you just go and have a chance to basically auto-aim people, hit headshots, and I think in a game like Destiny, headshots are usually pretty big because it does do extra damage or it can do like one-shot kills, I'm sure you guys know. And as you go through all this stuff, it does ruin the game. Like that's the big idea with games like Bungie and Destiny, where if you have people cheating in say like the PvP section in the game, less people want to play PvP, more people are maybe incentivized to go quit the game, and as well as there also being a free-to-play element, it does make a lot of more cheaters running more rampant in the game. So think of a game like CSGO, like Counter-Strike, where it's free-to-play online, you basically have a lot more folks trying to go and hack in the games because it's, if you get hacked, you get banned, you just go make a brand new account. It's not a big deal. So the anti-cheating legal battle has been going on for now nearly 2 years, and Bungie first filed the lawsuit against Aim Junkies in April 2021, saying that Aim Junkies violated its copyright laws by producing cheats, which obviously they just don't want to have cheats in the first place when it comes to their game. The case was originally dismissed, though, in May 2021, when a U.S. District Court judge said there wasn't enough evidence to prove copyright infringements. Bungie then filed a brand new complaint just a few weeks later. So that's basically where they're like, hey, how is this a copyright infringement? And then Bungie's like, they're literally using our code to go and, break the game. And they're like, wait, no, not really. And then obviously they're like, wait, let's do a little bit more of a deeper dive and refile. I can maybe see the legal argument too, because mainly it's like, hey, like we just made custom code. So in theory, someone paid custom code branching off of your game itself. You're not necessarily breaking any copyright infringements, you're more so altering it. But I do want to say, I think from what I remember is that some of their apparent like past stuff in the past actually had some sort of like a basis on the Bungie code, and then them altering the Bungie code to then go and somewhat kind of sneak on through the Bungie code, if that makes sense, was kind of more their legal case, from what I remember. So last August, Aim Junkies' parent company, Phoenix Digital Group LLC, released an aggressive statement against Bungie that read in part, Bungie and their council apparently believe the more you throw at the wall, the greater the possibility of something sticking with the court, no matter how ridiculous or absurd it is in the real world. And it's also kind of funny and crazy coming from a group of people that are literally selling cheats. They're literally trying to go their best to go and ruin the game. I don't even know what to even really say to that at the end of the day. It's just like, bro, these guys are literally selling aimbots for the game. Like, they know, like, morally and ethically they're in the wrong. It's just more of, like, legally are they in the wrong? And apparently so. It does seem like they actually won the court case. Now, this also has better precedence, though, for the future. Because as you guys know, cheating in video games has always been a big issue. Games like Call of Duty and other games even like Halo, CSGO as I mentioned, or other various big hacking type style games really can ruin a game. Escape from Tarkov, who's been very popular, is also a really good example, whereas the game itself is a fun game, sure, but if people were hacking and you weren't able to go and like actually eliminate them and get rid of them out of your game, get their loot, it just made the whole game unplayable. At least it would make the game fun for one person, and then 30 other people in a lobby, well, they're not having too much of a fun time if they're running into hackers. So the fact that now these courts, though, have also ruled in favor of Bungie adds a lot more to all the merits for all these companies, mainly because that means they set like a precedent, and then on other future court cases, so let's say more people try to cheat in the future for Bungie could literally go in court and saying, hey, as of 2023, we have all these filings that anyone who's trying to go hack our game is breaking the copyright, or we have other different types of legal law, or they can almost sometimes even just copy and paste what they did with this basically legal work that already worked, and they have a really easy basis to kind of go after their folks, which I do think is really good for the longevity of a game like Destiny, because a game like Destiny is mainly all player based. It's seasonal. You want to have more people joining the live events, buying the DLCs, buying the microtransactions and everything in between, because if not, then what's the kind of point? So it's very intriguing to see on that one. So at the time, though, the company said its features should be officially implemented into Destiny 2. As of November, it seemed that the legal battle was turning to favor over here for them. So following this legal victory, though, they don't stop there. They also have filed a similar suit against Lavi Cheats. So they're going against all the hackers at this point for $6.7 million. It's the latest step in Bungie's war on cheating, which has seen the company win $13.5 now millions of dollars from other cheat companies. So it kind of seems like Bungie's been on a warpath. They're trying their best to make sure hacking is not going to be going on anywhere, especially now with like the Lightfall 2 coming out very, very soon. You can go and bet your sweet patootie that Bungie themselves wants the game to be in a clean state. They want to have a brand new resurgence of new players, and as well a lot of returning old players too, maybe checking out the DLC and everything else with that. So I don't want to say huge things for that one. Like I said, it probably means that other court cases in the future for Bungie are probably going to go their way a little bit easier, but as well it also probably means that there's going to be other games out there too, such as, like, say, Call of Duties or Pugs or whatever it might be, Fortnite. If you also have all these other precedences for people selling aimbots and hacks, it means it makes me a little bit easier for those court cases to be won. So very crazy kind of things that come over here. And as always, make sure you guys don't cheat in games. It's definitely illegal. And, well, if anything, if you get to pay money for cheating, that's even worse. So please don't do that. Now, to also kind of wind down this video too, if you guys haven't seen, if you guys want to hear my quick thoughts, I've been playing a bit of Atomic Heart myself. I played a bit on launch yesterday. This game was really cool on the introduction, but apparently a lot of folks are like seeing like, bro, this dialogue is bad. And I'll be honest with you guys, I played around 3-4 hours of it last night. I'm going to probably play a little bit more of it on my Twitch stream if you guys are bored. Want to swing and by, you guys can. But bro, I did not care a single bit about this dialogue. Like this, I don't even know the story in the game. I was just looking at the cute like pictures in the background. I think at some point I'm literally talking to my hand. Like, it's kind of a weird game. But so far it is on Game Pass. So if you guys do have Game Pass or want to get Game Pass, I'd probably recommend it. So far it's like a pretty good looking game. Runs pretty good. I've been playing up on PC myself. So overall it's like probably like a nice 7.5 so far. Gameplay was a little bit boring, but the overall graphics looked phenomenal. And at least it was something outside of the normal box, which I do want to say is all around pretty nice and pretty cool. So yeah, some of these quotes are kind of weird too as well. And also some of the characters too just look strange. I'm not joking. There's been a lot of characters in this game that look just exactly like this. And I kind of sit there and I'm like, what's going on? You also at some point, like you have a random literal, not joking, not a big spoiler, but you have a literal like ice machine basically go and like steal you. If you guys have played the game, you guys know what I mean. I don't know the better words to explain it at this day and age, but it is kind of crazy to go and see. So if you guys do want to go check out Atomic Heart, besides all the hacking and everything else going on with Bungie, the game was nifty and probably worth it for a Game Pass re-up if you guys are not currently on Game Pass, like a re-up for that one, or as well if you guys want to pick it up for maybe on sale in the future. It looked pretty good. Like, I'll let you guys know as I play more, but they gave me a lot of BioShock and BioShock Infinite vibes, if anything. So just want to say I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We got the Twitter and Twitch stream down below. We have the Target Amazon links too as well. And I appreciate you guys all so much for watching here in the first place.